Last week, independent journalist Nick Sorter was arrested just for protecting himself against Antifa. I saw it online and I called Nick. I couldn't believe what happened. He did all this just trying to save our American flag from being burned. He was pushed down and assaulted, yet the local police arrested Nick, not the Antifa thugs who did this to him. Antifa feels empowered to operate in the open because weak Democrats have turned a blind eye to their actions. Their hatred for President Trump and for law and order agendas fuels their violence. We've seen more than
She's 1,000% correct. She's 1,000% correct. Y'all are sacrificing the future of your kids. I know me, I grew up in the hood, man. Listen, I'm still traumatized. I know dudes that now have families, man. You won't even know they from like certain parts of New York and New Jersey, like the slums, like the Jersey cities and the Brownville, Brooklyn. Like I know dudes that's from the slums that if you meet them today, yo, they got a suit on. They mostly in the house. You know, they're different, but we all traumatized. When we all get together and we all talk and we all traumatized. Y'all are traumatizing your kids still wanting to live this life and still keep the hood the hood. What are you protecting? The hood?
1,000% increase in attacks against our ICE agents since January 20th. Secretary Noem is out there fighting for you firsthand to keep our federal officers safe, to keep our federal buildings safe, and we're not going to have it anymore, these thugs. We saw what's happening in Portland and Chicago, and you saw what happened in Dallas. No longer. This is not activism, it's anarchy. We can't.
It was never activism. It was never I mean, to make people think that people are out there and really protesting. Like I seen protesting, you got the signs and everybody sing Kumbaya. Hey, we need to stop the violence. Everybody's all nice. You know, sometimes there's even kids out there. This is a whole different form of movement. This is not protesting. These people are coming out with guns. You didn't hear about the girl that got shot? The woman that got shot? Why are you at a protest with a gun? The ICE agent saw her and straight gunned her down. Now, she lucky she survived.
And we will not let masked terrorists burn our buildings, attack our law enforcement, and intimidate our communities. Under your leadership, President Trump, we're deploying the full might of the federal law enforcement to crack down on Antifa and other domestic terrorist organizations led by Stephen Miller. And Stephen, thank you for everything you're doing. Last week, I issued a memo ordering our federal law enforcement agents.
Yo, she looked like she issues a lot of memos like every day. Like, I mean, she's doing a good job, but she looks like one of those females. She's not a normal woman. She's a real most females, I hate to say it, most females are not real bosses. Same thing as men. Most men are not real bosses, but there's more men bosses than females. There's more men bosses than females. And this woman is a real this woman, listen, this woman could tell me what to do anytime. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. This woman probably will drive you nuts. She probably sends a memo every day. It's like, yo, Pam, I'm on it. Pam, leave me alone. I'm on the case. I'm doing what I need to do. Stop sending me memos.
DEA, FBI, U.S. Marshals, and ATF to protect ICE officers from Antifa and other radical left-wing violence. Director Patel has been going non-stop. He and Deputy Attorney General Blanche were in Chicago yesterday. While Secretary Noem was in Portland, we are around this country fighting against this domestic terrorism. We had Apple and Google take down the ICE Block apps. Hope they continue to comply with that. It's threatening the safety of our federal law enforcement officers. We're not going to stop at just arresting the violent criminals we can see in the streets. Fighting crime.
And you know the thing about it is that liberals are not smart at all. And I'm not just talking about the people out there just causing violence, but I'm talking about the politicians. They don't even know that they're falling into a Republican trap. They're falling into a Republican trap. They lost the war, the Civil War back then, and they upset. They're mad, and they're gonna put tooth and nail out there and put billions out into the streets in order to win this war, so they could come back as president, so their governors could come back. The Democrat Party, they lost a lot of power. They lost a lot of power, but at the same time, they're still in power because they control a lot of people. And they control the media. So, with that said, they have no idea that the Republican Party is putting the ICE in place in different cities in order to get migrants out. They know that these Democratic cities, the mayors and the politicians and all of them, they're gonna cause the people to go into uproar. And with this uproar is gonna cause Trump not only to send ICE, but to now send federal agents in order to stop the crime. So now y'all protest off of ICE, and now you gave the federal government the ability to go into the city because y'all causing so much violence because of ICE. Brilliant.
Crime is more than just getting the bad guy off the streets. It's breaking down the organization brick by brick. Just like we did with cartels, we're going to take the same approach, President Trump, with Antifa. Destroy the entire organization.
And they have 3+ years to do it. Ooh, they're done.
From top to bottom, we're going to take them apart. Thanks to your bold leadership and the designation of Antifa as a terrorist organization, which is exactly what they are, Americans will no longer tolerate.
I can't wait. I'm so tired of cities being burnt down. I'm so tired of cities being burnt down and the same people that burned them down the government did this to us.
Their unhinged violence. Thank you.
Thank you very
She's not that bad looking either.
much, Pam. Christine.
A little crazy, but
Well, thank you, Mr. President, and thank you for hosting today and focusing on Antifa and the terrorists that they are. Let's not make any mistake. These individuals do.
Yo, Trump is surrounded by like beautiful women, even at work. Look at him, and he hide all of them. He's surrounded by beautiful. Look at Pam Bondi is not bad looking, y'all. She's a beautiful, light-skinned Caucasian woman. She's a beautiful, light-skinned, very petite Caucasian woman. And then he got this one, the other one next to him looked like a Brazilian.
Do not just want to threaten our law enforcement officers, threaten our journalists, and the citizens of this country. They want to kill them. Their agenda is to destroy the American people and our way of life, and this president is standing in their way. He is stopping them from bringing their death and their destruction to the individual citizens in this country that just want to raise their kids and their grandkids in peace and in safety. I want to also thank everyone around this table for being so bold and so brave, for standing up and recognizing the threat that Antifa is to our way of life. By recognizing how advanced they are, how sophisticated their networks are, how they've infiltrated our entire country, and we're seeing them play out with their tactics from city to city, and how they have built out their funding mechanisms. And sir, I also want to thank our Treasury Secretary for his work in getting to the bottom of these funding mechanisms and individuals who are perpetuating this violence on our American cities. I was in Portland yesterday and had the chance to visit with the governor of Oregon and also the mayor. They're in town, and they are absolutely covering up the terrorism that is hitting their.
They actually wanted to meet you? I know she She is the boss of Homeland Security. This is how crazy the world is. The boss of Homeland Security don't even get respect. Like, if you're disrespecting the president of the United States, we're talking about somebody who could okay a missile to go off in a whole nother country on a little house that's the size of a shack. He has that much power, and you in the United States think you're good because you're a U.S. citizen. I think Trump he's planning to arrest the mayors. And I think he's going to start off with the mayor of Chicago.
Streets. While you talked about
Don't say I didn't say it.
some of the stories of our ICE agents, our Border Patrol agents, how they have been attacked, how they
She got some beautiful eyes.
have been shot at, injured, the damage that they've done. These leaders in these local cities, along with Pritzker and Johnson, ignore what's going on,
Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
or, sir, they're helping Antifa cover it up. We have arrested dozens of individuals that are Antifa members or affiliated with them, and I want to thank our Attorney General for prosecuting them and making sure they never see the light of day again. They have been so bold in making sure we're bringing those individuals to justice. One of the individuals we arrested recently in Portland was the girlfriend of one of the founders of Antifa, and that we are hoping that as we go after her, interview her, and prosecute her, we will get more and more information about the network and how we can root.
Whoa. Whoa, I didn't even know this one. This one kind of, they got one girlfriend of one of the founders. You know how much information they could get from her? First of all, they got to find a boyfriend. But you know how much information they could get? Yeah, I don't think y'all understand that this is a terrorist group that y'all are representing. I don't think people really understand that at all. You could say MAGA's a terrorist group, but can you ever say that MAGA destroyed things and attack officers and there's no evidence of it at all. There's no evidence. Yes, we got January 6th. Oh, whoop-de-doo. January 6th, they went to the Capitol. They didn't go in cities and destroy cities and kill innocent people. They went straight to the Capitol. That's where laws are being made. And they went there at the time when all the congressmen was there. The congressmen and the congresswoman. That's brave. That's a revolution. What y'all doing is terrorism. That's it.
Them out and eliminate them from the existence of American society. I want to thank the new
Damn, she said existence. Ooh, I like her.
journalists here today for telling their stories and for being able and willing to go to the streets and to cover what's happening here in America. Many times the legacy media has looked the other way, refused to tell the stories. The networks have not really focused on what this is.
Nah, they're busy brainwashing, honey. The network media, they're busy brainwashing. They got a lot of work to do, you know?
Is and what damage it is doing to our country, and how this network of Antifa is just as sophisticated as MS-13, as TDA, as ISIS, as Hezbollah, as Hamas, as all of them. They are just as dangerous. They have an agenda to destroy us, just like the other terrorists we've dealt with for many, many years. And today is the day that we have a president that won't tolerate it and will stand up and fight for the American people. So thank you for being here, for being so bold, and for standing in the gap at such a time as this. It will matter, it will make a difference, and your life will be one of significance because of what you've done today. So with that, God bless you, and thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cash?
Wow. Wow. That was well said. I'm not going to lie. She's very well spoken and beautiful too.
We are following the money. Money never lies. And that's what it's going to take to bring down this network of organized criminal thugs, gangbangers, and yes, domestic terrorists, because that's what they are. They are harming everyday citizens in every single one of our communities. And the folks you see here on the right and left, they're some of the bravest men and women we have today. They're reporting the stories live time because the mainstream media won't cover it. They're putting their lives on the line. They're standing up for the...
Oh, he's a real American Indian dude, Joe. He look like he drinks, smoke, and have sex with whoever and whenever he wants.
flag, the least we can do is stand up for them. So you have my thanks. I read more of your stories than I do theirs because you guys are putting out the truth. And we deserve a country where you are protected as equally as they are. We in this FBI will go after with the criminals with a vengeance.
He be in the gym too. He ain't no regular Indian now. He ain't no regular Patel. He ain't a regular Patel. He not out there trying to sell you something from the restaurant, you know, some spicy chicken or something. He is a real American Indian. You could tell this dude probably been here all his life. His Indian look is even fading away. Look, he's starting to look like a half black, half white man.
We will not rest until we find every single seed, money, donor, organization, and funding mechanism that we have. And I want to echo the Secretary's comments on Scott Bessent, who's allowing us to map out these networks through their financial criminal activities, which has been going on for decades. And I would like to remind the American public, they built this disease temple of corruption over decades. And in 8 short months, Mr. President, you have crippled their foundation because...
Yeah, they've been building it for a while. Doge disassembled a lot of money. A lot of money that Democrats was flowing through these terrorist organizations and in the state, without the state. They had money everywhere, like millions and billions of dollars. Meanwhile, the people that they claim they represent is asking for reparations, and they have all the reparation money in their accounts. The Democrats are faking it. They're faking it. You see Governor Newsom, I saw him make a speech saying, yes, we're going to work on reparations. But meanwhile, your whole party have all the reparational money. Y'all not giving them nothing. You telling me these politicians can't form a nonprofit to get enough money to pass out reparations? They do, and they're not doing it. They want it from the government. So when they get it from the government, all they got to do is disperse it amongst themselves and give the people less.
Bringing this together, and the fact that we are here today on such short notice shows how serious you guys are taking this issue of trans terrorists and frankly, the cities and police departments that are cooperating with Antifa, such as Portland. I mean, the Portland politicians are literally willing to sacrifice their own citizens just to appease these Antifa terrorists. It's sickening. I've seen it firsthand, obviously. When I went to jail...
I think they should be jailed. I think that should be I think within itself, that's a terrorist act. If you're a politician grouping up with a group of terrorists against the government, that's treason. And I think the administration, I think not now, it's too soon, but I think give it a year or two, there are going to be politicians getting locked up for treason.
That night, never expected it to happen.
Oh, he was the reporter that got beat up. He got beat up by Antifa.
I thought that they were maybe removing me for my own safety. It never crossed my mind that I was the one that was being arrested for a crime after I was just thrown into a hole. I heard from the Department of Homeland Security after I had gotten out of jail, and one of your, I won't say exactly who it was, but somebody very close to Secretary Noem over here said that they were legitimately worried for my safety.
It's a secret society, bro. You better not say no names.
In the Portland jail. But luckily the Portland jail was, I was the only one there, essentially, because they don't actually arrest people in Portland, besides conservative journalists, I guess.
What did he just say? Wait, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What did he just say? He said the Portland jail was empty? Did he just say the Portland jail was empty during a riot? Nah, I don't believe it. He making that up. He's making it up. No way. No way the Portland jail was empty during a riot. Yo, we are in worse trouble than. Yo, we are in worse trouble than I thought. We are in worse trouble than I thought. The jail was empty during a riot? Wait, am I the only one that think this is crazy?